Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be starting episode 69, nice, and in order to really, get into the 69 lifestyle, we're going to become a monastic monk, because no more 69. That's why. Anyways, so yeah, let's become a monk. What's up, brother Porter? I'm Carl.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Ooh, yeah. Let's try and find out who came before me, because that's going to be our likely culprit. Not guaranteed, because there could be more than one new person, but...
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
Forever?
I am.
Oh, here we go.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. God be with you.
Okay, so it sounds like we might lose our stuff if we leave it with them, so we're gonna put it all on our horse. Whoops. Bro, I'm pushing the button. Hopefully the horse can hold it all. Otherwise that's going to be annoying. "32 lockpicks." Okay, we can probably sell some of those. Okay, and all that stuff just stays with us anyway. Alright, put on the monk's habit. What? We have a new icon and I'm guessing it just means I'm naked. Oh, light armor. Gotcha. Checks out. In here? I think I'd probably need to go upstairs. Okay, we'll go up the stairs, I think. Oh, nope, that does open.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Okay, maybe you could get your stuff back if you use that,
It's
but
time for you to take your vows.
I'm just gonna play it
Already have
safe.
to wear this.
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Alright, welcome to the rest of the game. We're just gonna be a monk for the rest of our life. I'm guessing one of those four is supposed to be our culprit then?
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Oh no.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam.
Oh, I'm cringing on his behalf.
Confundas me ab expectatione me.
He's so upset.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
You need to practice your songs, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go.
Okay.
Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
All right, we're
Peace
in
be
the
with you.
monastery. Now, I think that there's some quests that we can only do while we're here. It's the... Let's see. Which one is it? The Necronomicon. I think that it was mentioned that this is in the monastery. There's no... Wait. No, that's the person who gave us the quest, but they mentioned that it was in the monastery, right? I think so. Banned by the church. There may be one locked away at the monastery, so we need to try and find this while we're here, otherwise I don't think we can ever get this book. The monks aren't likely to give it to me just for asking nicely. I'll probably have no choice but to steal it. I mean, I'm assuming that it's in this part of the monastery, and that it's not outside somewhere where we could steal it at any time, but I could be wrong, so... we're gonna have to keep an eye out for this Necronomicon.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me?
Do I get a local map?
Takes a bit of
we're
getting used to.
Just have to do my best. Okay, so if that's the main part of the monastery, dorms are right
This is the
there.
garden.
Okay, just
A
trying
place
to
for silent contemplation and meditation.
get my
Centuries
bearings.
ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna be doing lots of that, I feel like.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the circators.
Banned books would
Punish
probably
every
be under
infraction.
lock and key.
You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its...
How am I gonna get lockpicks? I'm gonna have to find lockpicks somewhere here. Okay, more books.
The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You, too, will learn how.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
That seems dangerous. To just tell him about our search? Oh, here we go. This is dangerous too.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Celerius. They say he used to be a thief.
Okay, Brother Celerius.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother, and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Only just got here, bro.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Who would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night.
Okay, guess that's it from him. The Papal Schism. Okay, so this is the library. There's one thing we can lockpick there. So if they don't have a star, we've already read them, right? Oh, is my dog outside? Oh, this is the stuff I need to do. Brother novices, the following schedule describes the daily activities you shall attend to in your first years in our monastery. Order and discipline are the cornerstone upon which the Order of St. Benedict is built. Any violations of the schedule, thus marked, shall be disciplined by the punishment of solitary confinement. When it is meditation that you seek, prayer and study can be substituted for food and sleep. Oh, good. 3 a.m. is the start of the day? Jesus Christ, I'm already out. 4 a.m. is morning prayer. 6 a.m. common meal. 8 a.m. work in the frattery, assigned by Brother Nevlis. 12 noon work in the library, assigned by Brother Librarian. 4 p.m. afternoon worship. 6 p.m. vespers common supper. 7 p.m. comp line, free time before retiring. 9 p.m. rest and nighttime curfew. Jesus Christ be praised. Oh, good. Sounds fun. Okay, let's not get ourselves in trouble yet. I don't want stolen items on my person. Just wanted to read that. Okay, I think each individual, like, this is the same thing. Container. Oh. Yep. This is where the Necronomicon is.
Written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
Alright, you got it, buddy. That's what we're gonna have to break into at some point. At least we know where they are. Okay, this is also a lockpick.
Don't even look at that cabinet. It contains forbidden books.
Alright, I can't take those books while this guy's just chilling here. There's 2 books there that we need to read. Can't see me there.
Oh, you're interested in what's inside? Forget about them.
Okay, we looked at this one. A page torn from book. Didn't say I was stealing, so... Your horse can't get here. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's... so let's see. What would 9 o'clock be? That would be... Why does it have to be military? I think that is the 21, right? Yeah. You just add 12 to it, so 9 plus 12. So I think I'm supposed to go to bed right now. Darn it. I was hoping I'd be able to talk to more people before it was nighttime.
Peace be with you, brother.
Okay, so that's the main one, so that means dormitories are over there. Novice Lucas?
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
And then there's a line of questioning. Okay.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
He's like, please don't talk to me.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
Okay. I'm assuming we'll be able to ask more as we talk to more of them. Oh, I'm sorry, Winston. I didn't realize you were under my feet, buddy. I scared him.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
You're not going to make this easy, will you?
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
If you could, who would you vote for to be the abbot?
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Antonius. He often talks about it, and I'm sure he has an opinion.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the torn page.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
The words mean nothing to me. Ask in the library.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Well, that's all.
Okay. Page torn from book. Oh, I can't even read it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we've got some sailors.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You wouldn't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink,
Okay,
my lad.
stumbled into something. Lockpick very hard. Okay, interesting. That one's easy. Circator.
Down the hatch.
It's the circators. They're not even mad at me, huh?
Isn't that the truth?
No wonder. With our throats going dry all day.
Next time we'll get the Yorick to bring some Rhine wine. I'm losing my taste for this one.
What would you like?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking?
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
Is this...
But you're the circators. You're the ones meant to be keeping order here.
Yeah, making
How
friends,
can
huh?
gambling and drinking be a fitting
Bad
part
call.
of a monk's life?
Well, if you really want to know, see for yourself.
All right. Have it your way.
Down the hatch.
Gregor.
Yeah, let's play.
Just the man we've been waiting for, my friend. So, let's play.
I won't have my dice. I'll have to play for real. No cheating this time. Okay. Darn. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually. We've got a run. Not bad. Why is it bugging out with the mug? Dang, dude. Stop while you're ahead, huh? I'm gonna risk another throw. Oh, yes. So close to the win there, too. Watch him win this in one round. He could. If he got a good enough hand, he really could. First night in the monastery and I'm already drinking and gambling. Oh my god, did I just really do that? I'm not even using the cheat die.
What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our swift steeds, and our boundless cellars.
You and your novices, you old pervert. A toast to our future abbot.
I'll drink to that. So, to John, the future abbot, and a pox on Nevlis.
And Killjoy? He'd love to have us all under his thumb. Fat chance.
Don't worry. Those youngsters will wise up once they hear all about him.
Will they believe it?
Even if just 2 or 3 of them do, it'll help us. So, to Abbot John.
To Abbot John.
Okay, so we're done talking with them for tonight, so maybe tomorrow night, if we can meet up with them again, we can ask them more questions. Maybe I needed to ask some questions before. You might only have a certain number of things you can do each night with them. Okay, go and see the librarian, get to know the other novices, go to bed, and we also need to talk to Brother Celarius. Let's get that unmarked. We know where it's at anyway, we'll just have to get it. It doesn't get marked on the map anyway. Okay, Green A. We want to get some useful things from him. And since we don't have money, I wonder what we're going to have to trade in. Favors? Doing his work for him or something? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, we can still talk.
Brother?
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world beyond the monastery walls is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the ages.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight so no one can get in or out.
What is the point of that, by the way? Like, what's the point of having such a lockdown monastery to do work in?
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
Says the circator who is currently drinking at night when he should be in bed.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
We already heard they want John, is that his
definitely.
name? Yeah.
Compared to him, Nevelis is young and inexperienced. John has the wisdom of age, and he already has the respect that Nevelis will have to earn.
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. They can already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are 2 candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevelis, and there's no chance they'll come to an agreement. But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere around here.
Tell me about John.
John is the circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevelis.
Nevelis manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hardworking and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Okay.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure.
Ah, Gregor.
I'd like to ask...
Alright, seems like we can ask that of many of them, so we'll probably ask some more questions later.
Down the hatch. Every gulp a trace. Isn't that the truth?
I might want
With our throats
a
going
torch.
quiet, eh?
Next time we'll get the Yorick to bring some Rhine wine. He wants to look good in front of the others. And he doesn't trust us to keep him safe from harm. He got too drunk to make it to Prague.
Okay, we haven't gotten lockpicks yet. You're neglecting your daily schedule. Yes, I am. Does it matter what bed I use? People are really weird about their beds here. Go to bed, B. So red B. Brother Salarius. Yeah, maybe pickpocketing, doing something that I'm really bad at, is not my best first call here, huh? Even though I kind of want to. Okay. 3 a.m. So at 4 a.m., I think we're supposed to do our morning prayers or whatever. Wait, were you Salarius? I need to talk to you, bro.
What troubles you?
I'm not neglecting my schedule. How dare you?
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
Some wine? What would I need the wine for?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Oh, I wonder if I can give
picks.
those guys
And
downstairs
what would you like those for?
wine or something for a favor or something.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Okay. So does it have to be 27 gold worth of food? Oh dear. Okay. Alright, dang it, now he's not going to be marked though, so now I'm going to have to like find him. I mean, 3 a.m. is the start of the day, 4 a.m. is morning prayer, so I'm not neglecting it. I don't know what you're on about. It's not 4. It's almost 4, yes. Shoot, I already lost track of them all. I'm guessing B is where I need to go to. Wait, what is B? Get to know the other. No, that's go to bed. What? Still thinks that I should be in bed? No, I hope it's not bugged. Did I like sleep in the wrong bed or something? What happened? Why hasn't it updated? Yeah, it does seem to be this bed. Maybe at 4 all of these guys will get up. And then it will update. Damn it. Now I gotta find where this guy went. Where did Solarius go? Want those lockpicks. Pay indulgence. It's my mutt.
Good fella.
I don't know how you're here.
That's my boy.
Go to the church for prayer and mass. I can hear people walking. Alright, is one of you guys, Solarius. There we go. There we go.
What would you like?
Seriously? That's so much food that I need to get him. Are you kidding? I wonder if I can, like, give him other things that I rob. I'm gonna take, like, something like this just to see. Where does this go, by the way? Oh, this is the library. Okay, I better go before I get in trouble. these guys should be gone, which means I can take everything. Oh! I wonder if this stuff will get replenished each day, too. Okay, let's go. Before I get in trouble. I know. Do I just stay here? I think I just stay here. Now, the other question is can I just progress time? So, like, we're supposed to do this. Do we do this until 6 a.m.? Because that's wild if so. Let's get past 5, see if people start moving after 5, but we might have to do this all the way until 6. We're learning things today. Okay, so I think as long as we're in here, we're fine. I'm going to stop it right before 6 because I want to see if it really does just go until 6. Will I get in trouble if I talk to people? Probably, right? like, okay, how far do I push this? So Antonius is the one that we've met already. We haven't talked to Jodok. Isn't there one more? Where's the other one?
Can't you see? We're at...
Okay, fair enough. I'm so irreverent. Okay. Boom. Honestly, your life sucks, dude. Standing and praying for an hour sucks ass.
Not now, brother. After Mass.
It is after Mass. You started moving, bro. Okay, eat with the others.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
I'm interested in the other novices. Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circators who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
Okay. He seems so obvious that I'm almost like thinking it's probably not him, you know?
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up in it. Don't you start too.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge of things?
Truthfully, everyone except us.
Are there already candidates to be the...
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them.
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything. Don't worry, we'll get our chance.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
Fair enough. Alright, should I... Oh, man. Seems like a bad choice to, start throwing this out there, but I think we're gonna have to.
Listen, there's something I ought to tell you. There's a dangerous criminal hiding in the monastery, and I came here to look for him.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. Who are you, though? Oh, it's better not to ask, isn't it? It's always safer not to ask.
Never mind that. Who's a villain?
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes perfect sense. He's a criminal fleeing justice.
What are you talking about? You clearly know something I don't.
I'm telling you, keep your eye on him. He's no monk. That's what my gut tells me. And my gut's never wrong. What are you going to do to that fellow once you find him?
I don't know yet.
You should talk to the circators or the prior about it, not act on your own.
So have we even spoken to Siskin yet? Is he the one that wasn't here?
What is it, brother?
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least circator. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
I'm interested in Luke.
No one knows much about him. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all, thanks. I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident. Nor the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
I don't think it was him. But please, don't tell a soul what we've been talking about.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
In the night, I saw the brother circators drinking and playing dice.
And why aren't you spending your nights sleeping instead of creeping around spying on your brothers?
I only wanted to...
I know, brother, I know. But you need to understand that novices shouldn't be poking their noses into the affairs of elder brothers.
You're right. I'm not going to get involved.
A wise decision. Life in a monastery is much like life outside in many ways. The monastery walls don't keep out human pride and hatred.
Really? I thought monks were above that sort of human folly.
They became monks, Gregor, but that didn't stop them being men. Be on your guard as much as you ever were outside. Lies, jealousy, vengeance. They can hurt you here as much as anywhere.
Thanks for the advice. Although I don't know if I can follow it.
That's up to you, brother.
Okay. So, we didn't see Siskin here. Let's see if he's eaten.
Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task.
Okay, I'm not supposed to talk while I'm eating. Okay, there's Siskin.
Burden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humble, and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples.
What a life, huh? Miserable.
For it is written,
to have to listen to this.
not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciple's part is to be silent and listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired.
Okay, I just want to check my book for what's next. The common meal is at 6. There's no way you can eat for 2 hours. So work in the frattery, assigned by Brother Nevlis. So we'll need to talk to Nevlis around 8. Okay, let's see if people stop eating around 7. 2 hours of straight eating doesn't seem normal, but apparently it is.
But demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds.
God, your life suck.
Should always remember what he is and what he is.
What's with Hooded Guy?
Should know that
Who are you?
more is committed.
Why you look all shady and shit? Huh?
Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not... Let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient characters he should curb.
I've been poisoned?
Their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written.
Bro. One of the 2 people that I've just told is gonna be Pius then. I think Pius is trying to kill me. Oh no, I knew I played my hand too early. Oh shit. Okay, so it's either Yodok or it's Antonius. Bro!
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
Did you try and kill me, bro?
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things.
All right,
He
Antonius.
wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do.
Uh-huh. Likely
So he offered
story.
to make a bargain with the hound.
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. And what exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
I wonder if I can double-cross him, though, after the fact. Well, we know who it is. We haven't even talked to Siskin, damn. So we can either kill him, we can escape with him and let him go, or we can try to arrest him.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
This seems to be a decent way to get him out alive, which means that we can then probably at some point decide to arrest him and take him to Ratai, which is what which is what I think is what I want to try to happen. So we need to get him out, and if he thinks that we're going to help him get out, I think this is our best option.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
Okay, we got a marigold and an antidote.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must.
Okay. Get keys or lockpicks.
And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
Okay.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
So going with the route of like killing somebody else seems like that would also be a pretty interesting quest as well. So it seems like there's multiple paths you can go, which is really fun. But yeah, this is where I need to end this episode. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the next one, we need to do, well, obviously these two things, but we also need to make sure that we get the lockpick and are able to get the Necronomicon. We cannot leave until we do that. So that's going to be our goals. Thank you all for being here. Bye, everybody.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Pato Kuto, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanova, Philip Doughty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Dean Curry, Nathan McComb, Sefka, DWJ Media, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.